don't see myself as like creative. I just express stuff. That's why it's weird that people, like, I'll show people, you listen to my beats, people are like, yo, this shit good. It's like, wow, this is something I did. I mean, I like it, I vibe with it, but I don't know if other people share my take. I love music. I can sit here and I listen to a lot of ratchet shit, a lot of killer music. I call it killer music.
Why don't you consider yourself a creative person? I feel like beat making is like very creative.
Well, yes, I am creative. Like, I just want to make music that I like. So it's not necessarily for other people. It's more
just for you.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like. I don't put a lot of beats out because a lot of them are just they wacky. Alright, they for me. They a little goofy. They a little silly. They make me feel good. Like, I make a lot of like ratchet. Just ratchet shit, just like it. Just with bells and shit, just throwing them in the whistles. But the beats that I do make for other people, I try to accommodate for like what they want to do creatively. So I hold myself back in that way because I want to make sure that they have room to do what they want to do on the track.
When you're making beats for you, that's when you go all out creatively.
Yeah.
Like, you're just doing what you want.
Those are the beats nobody hears. So I like to think of myself as like a Nick Cannon-esque, not the man, but the character on Drumline. I forgot his name. But I don't know music theory, so I don't know, like, if when I hear something in my head, I gotta like work it out. I can't just put it in. I gotta like fuck with it. That's my process. I'll try to put something in, and I'll start fucking with it. I'm like, yo, this shit's better. You know, it's kind of a variation of what I was trying to do. So it's like a mix of like, I'm just experimenting at that point because I don't really. A lot of people might like sometimes I feel like I got imposter syndrome because of that, but at the same time it's still like there's still effort put into it.
I feel like that's kind of like part of having a talent. If you can just like kind of figure it out on your own and it still is what you want it to be.
Yeah,
like,
I do that with everything. Like with drawing, I used to draw a lot, and then I don't know what happened. My brain died, and now I can't. But my handwriting fucked up now too. I don't know what happened. What happened is I've been out of school too long. That's what happened. I ain't practiced my abilities. Music,
like,
I can't live without, bro. I got music in 24/7.
What would you say is your like style in music?
Everything that's loud. I like loud music because I'm not loud. You listen to the same kind of like type of music. You listen to BK the Ruler a lot.
Yes, I like her.
Yeah, she dope. Like, I go through like periods of being addicted to like one type of music, or like I'll just be hooked on one type of music and then I'll just pull from that. So like lately it's been like just loud. I don't know, just like I'll listen to everything loud. Metal, hip hop is loud by nature. I feel like unless you make it like lo-fi or something, you gotta be loud. It's the voice of the people. But yeah, my process is like I'll listen to one type of music and then take things like even anything like if it's just as simple as like taking drums out of a song that I like and then using like the same drum pattern, but like, you know, because I'll listen to like an artist, a specific artist, a genre, and I'll pull from that like different styles from that, like the drums or whatever, or the melody, and I like to sample a lot like that. And I feel like what I was gonna say before is I feel like a lot of people don't really like sampling, but that's kind of what hip hop is. And even like I feel like people should get around to sampling new songs. Like, go ahead and start flipping shit, doing whatever, just expressing what you want to express through sound. So I feel like it just comes down to dopamine. Like, you listen to the same shit too long, you gotta get more creative. That's why 30 years down the line, people listening to old shit, because that's new to them. Other thing, I feel like the music industry kind of kills shit like that. Like, being able to accurately be yourself and be creative and do what you want. And it's all about, like, being relevant. So, like, people just pumping shit out, just like, I don't know. It's just samey to me. There's also something about just the way it sounds. Like, I hate, like, studio shit. Like, it sounds too clean. Like, Drake. Like, his music just sounds like, I don't know. It don't sound like it's him. It sounds, it's like you talking about killing and we can hear how much your mic costs just by the fact we can hear your lips smacking in the mic. Like, you in $1 million studio talking about bro, we watched you on TV and he trying to talk about he from the hood and shit. And it's not like he's theatrical. It's not like it's some storytelling shit where we supposed to just let it slide. But whatever, because it's stuff like that. I feel like music like that is not really expressive. He's at that point he's just kind of. Drake's just been making the same music for the past decade. I feel like pop stars in general, like, it becomes less and less genuine because it becomes more and more about marketing and business. And it's almost like you have a PR team on your back. You have other people basically telling you what you can and cannot say, what you can and cannot write. I mean, I can't really blame people though. It's like if you coming from nothing and somebody offers you everything, all you gotta do is put your name on the bitch and you got $1 million like that. I tried to snap, that shit was dry as fuck. I feel like it's better to just starve and be able to be yourself than be locked. It's something like music, it's so raw to me. Like even if it just sounds like a trap beat to somebody else, like I'll be sitting there like listening to my own beat and feeling it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's reflections on how I was, like not necessarily just by the sound, but like, or not by the way it sounds, like the mood of it, but the way it sounds, like my inspirations, like where I'm at the time. I don't know. It's just I look at everything that way. Like tattoos, like I'm quick to get a tattoo because like I feel like I won't ever regret a tattoo because it's reminiscent of where I was and who I am, and even if I outgrow that tattoo, it still reminds me of where I was. I don't know. It's just it's meaningful either way. When I have the resources, I make several beats a day. My flash drive, I have like at least maybe like 100, maybe, I don't know.
100?
Yeah. I make like 1 or 2 beats a day, and then a lot of them I just throw out because they'll be like, it'll just be like I'll hop on one day and just make a beat. It's like 1 minute long, and it's just some bullshit, but I like it. But nobody's gonna listen to it, so.
Is making beats hard?
It was to me at first. It took me months to learn what I was doing, but once it's like any other thing. Once you know what you're doing, the only hard process is the creation rather than working it. Yeah. I get beat block a lot, so. But then when I smoke, it's all clear, all good. If I'm making it, okay. There are some beats that are just admittedly like throwaway beats. Like I'll be working on something and I'm like, I'm not really fucking with it, but I can see how somebody else might, so I still finish it in that regard and try to sell it that way. When I'm working with samples and stuff, like how long I make beats and stuff, when I'm working with samples, it's usually like something I'm hella like into, because I'll get a sample and I fuck with it. You know, you ever hear like a bit of a song and you just want to hear over and over and over. Yeah. And it really touches your heartstrings, and I'll do that, and I really and I want to make sure that it's perfect. Like I don't want to. I chop it up real good. I make it my own, and then I'll just like play with it for days. But my favorite moments that I haven't reached, it's hella simple, but I haven't reached it a lot. Is like having a perfect beat that I feel like I made. I feel like that's only happened like maybe like 3 times where I feel like a beat, nothing you can do can make it better. Like it's reached its peak, and I feel like every beat that I make, and that's why I'm so self-conscious about selling them and uploading them, because I'm not confident. You're just not sure if it's your best. Like I try to make it perfect. I'm a perfectionist. I'm finding stuff. This is like therapy. The only thing I'm a perfectionist about is music. I mean, I guess that's the only thing that I work on like that. I mean, there was a point in time where I was gonna have like we were trying to make a collective. I say it was me and a couple of internet friends, and we were stupid. We were like 15, and we were gonna make a beat collective where we all make beats, and it was gonna be like the next big thing. We was gonna do some big shit. I forgot what it was gonna be called. It was something edgy. But I remember feeling good around that time. I was doing my shit because I was gonna be like the beat, like the head honcho. I've always been in like musical groups, and I feel like I've always been the most, like in the past I've been the most musically inclined. It's like the first time I've been around people that actually give a fuck about music. everybody else, like I'll ask them about music, and they have no idea. Like B-Tron, he has no idea what's going on. I don't even understand his music taste. He be listening to opera music, and like not even at the right time. Like it's not even the right vibe. He be on the way to work just listening to opera music. And I guess that's still a music taste, but like I'll show him a beat of mine and he just don't get it. He doesn't understand what he's listening to. He's so
That is so funny to me. What were some of the worst moments?
probably when I first started my page. And like when I first I had one page years ago, like it was just SoundCloud. It was in like 2013, 2014, and a couple people were like, "Yo, this shit trash." So I was like, "Damn," and I deleted that shit. Then it fucked me up because I'm hella sensitive, low key, because I have I have anxiety. I got social anxiety. I don't know what else I got, but it's there. I feel it in my head every time I blink. I feel it. It's there. It's in my chest. But now I feel like I'm just kind of indifferent, even though I still have anxiety. I'm just indifferent when it comes to music because I know it's like people resonate with different shit. Like it's literally different frequencies. Like you just gotta tune into what you like. It's just one of them things. I'll send somebody some shit, and then like I'm overexcited about it. Like I'm like, bro, you gonna cry in the car, bro. And then they just kind of vibing with it. Like even if they like it, it don't hit them as hard.
What made you want to start?
It was like 14, and I just got a new laptop. My friend gave me his old laptop. I didn't just get a new laptop. My friend gave me his old laptop that was like falling apart, and I wanted to make beats. Like my inspiration for making beats was I just wanted to, like I would listen to music and I'd be like, I want to do that. I would hear a beat that I like and then I would think I could do that better. I could make a beat that I like better. Like there'll be a song that I like and there'll be an instrument in that bitch. My bad. There'll be an instrument in that hoe. I'm sorry. There'll be an instrument in that track and it'll just throw the whole shit off. Like there are a few examples I got. I can't think off the top of my head, but there'll be like just a bell or like a hi-hat or a snare drum, and it just fucks it up. And so when I make a beat, I know it'll be something that I like because I'm doing it. I'm putting it together. So
Yeah.
that was my inspiration. I downloaded FL Studio, the trial, and just pirated a bunch of. My bad. I pirated a bunch of shit off the internet. I buy my shit now. I bought Gross Beat. That's like, if you make beats, Gross Beat on FL Studio. That's like the king of the plugin. You could fuck up the beat that way. Like you can like reverse it and do all the I don't know. My last statement. I just want to express that music can be made by anybody. I feel like it's one of like the rawest forms of art. Like it's at its beginning, it was just a bunch of dudes banging on rocks and screaming. Like I don't know. It's just I feel like people are too pretentious about music nowadays. It's turned into a product, and I feel like that about art in general. Like I don't know. You gotta sell art to survive instead of being able to express yourself. You gotta pander to people so they'll buy it. It's just a bunch of bullshit. But I don't mean to get too rowdy. But yeah, that's all.